What does normality say? So we have discussed it also during our first or second class, that any data which is normally distributed, which means it has no special cause variation, it has the normal variation which is there in the process. That is called a normal data, or we call that this data is normally distributed. Okay, any data which has special causes variation, that data is known as not normal data. Okay, so that is what is the definition of normal distribution. The data which is which has no special causes variation, which has a normal cause of variation, that is called a normal distribution. The point to be noted is, in case of in case my data is normal, okay, I will use mean as a measure of central tendency. Okay, if my data is not normal, I will take median as a measure of central tendency. Okay. Can someone tell me why? Why are we doing this? Why are we saying it? We learned this in a basic stats class. Anybody? Anybody?
So Simar, the basic reason for that is if you have a normal data, which means that you do not have outliers, uh, we can have a mean. But if there is data which has outliers, mean would not be the right approach because it will consider those outliers. However, median will remove those outliers.
Absolutely, because mean is always impacted by the extreme values. However, median is not impacted by extreme values. So that's the reason. We always have to consider whether my data is normally distributed or not normally distributed. It's very important to know beforehand, because there are some hypothesis tests which all depends upon whether my data is normal or not normal. So for normal there are different tests, for not normal there are different tests. So normality test is to be done at the first. Okay. One more important thing for normality test is only to be done when your y is continuous. When y is discrete, we will not do the normality test. Okay, because the discrete data is always in a categorical sort of way. It's an always percentage. Okay, even though if I start looking at the normality, it will not give me uh, any sort of patterns. So let's look at how does the normal distribution curve look like, and how to.
So for, I'm sorry, Strato, for discrete data, we will always use median.
Mhm.
Okay.
No, we will not use median. Median is a measure of central tendency. Okay, if I want to look whether my data is normally distributed or not normally distributed, that opportunity lies only when my data is continuous. When your data is discrete, then in that case you don't have to check the normality. Okay, because your discrete data always is an attribute sort of a form. If you look at the attribute, you would never have any sort of variation. Let me tell you why. Okay, I'll help you understand. I'm just using an Excel sheet here. Your continuous data would have so much variation. Let's say if I'm measuring the the weight, I'm measuring the weight or height of the entire class. Okay, so somebody would have weight 50.5, 50.6, 50.7. I'm just taking that where there's a very less variation, and somebody would have weight 70, somebody would have 75. This is a continuous data, and you so there is a variance in it, because it lies from 50.5 to 75. But if I have converted this data into discrete, then I would say less weight people, WEIGHT, high weight, medium. So you won't find any kind of a variation here. Okay, it's a categorical. Variation is always there when you have a continuous sort of a data. Therefore, if I want to check my data is normally distributed or not normally distributed, I can only do when my data is continuous, because in continuous data you would have variance. In discrete data you would not have variance. Is that clear to all of you?
Yeah.
Great. So let's do a normality test, and then I will tell you how to check whether it's normally distributed or not normally distributed. Okay. So I have this data already. in Minitab, the same data that I've already shared with you. So I go to stats, I go to basic stats, basic stats, graphical summary. Okay, variables. Did you notice Minitab is very smart? It did not give any option for any of the attributes here because it knows that only the HT data is a continuous data. Can you all analyze this data? Date, time, agent name, team leader, trainer, tenure, shift, all these is a discrete sort of a data. Only this data is a continuous. So it's not even giving me an option. Okay, so I can't even show you a graph where the discrete data, where I can do the normality for discrete. Minitab itself is not allowing us. Okay, under variables, I click 18 seconds. I'm trying to see that whether this data is normally distributed or not normally distributed. The way to check whether my data is normally distributed or not normally distributed is to be checked with the help of a p-value. We discussed p-value in our last class. Okay, we checked p-value in our last class. If the p-value is greater than 0.05, I'm repeating, if the p-value is greater than 0.05, I would say my data is normally distributed, which means the variation that I have in my data is normal, which is okay to have. Because you see, every time you look at any data, it would never be accurate. There would be some amount of variation in it. Okay, that's a normal variation. Special cause variation is when there is something special happened, whether there is an assignable. Okay. However, if the p-value is lesser than 0.05, then in that case, my data is not normal, which means that there are some special cause variation. So just make a note of it. How to check the normality? Just with the help of p-value. Okay. So now can someone tell me from this whether it's a normal distributed or not normal, and which measure of central tendency we would be considering for this sort of a data? You can take 30 seconds, 1 minute to answer this question.
It's a non-normal data, Simar.
Why?
Because your p-value is less than
less than
0.05.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. And I will take average as
The median.
which is 437. Very good, very good. If the p-value would have been greater than 0.05, then in that case you would have said 457 is my average. But now you're taking 437 as average, which is the median. Okay, so normality test tells me whether I have any sort of special cause variation there in the data or not. If there is a special cause variation in the data, then we have different sort of tests. For not normal data, for normal, we have different types of tests.
What is the p-value is exactly 0.05?
Okay, if the p-value is exactly 0.05, so let me ask this
Normal
question.
variation is
Absolutely.
equal to an
Yeah. So
it's equal to and greater than its normal variation.
yes. Yeah. If it is, yeah, it is just like null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis. Remember, we discussed in the last class. Okay. So can someone tell me the logic? Why do we say that p-value lesser than 0.05 is not normal? Why am I saying it? Can you just think logically? Probably if somebody knows it, I know it's the first time that you are learning this, but what can you think of?
So we are doing a hypothesis testing while we are checking for normality. And we can say a null hypothesis is the data is not normal, and the alternate hypothesis as data is normal. And so when p-value is less than 0.05, we reject the null hypothesis.
But why? Why do we say that? You should be confident from within to say that, you know, where have this come from? We discussed this in the last class also, wherein you yourself, I mean, all of you answered this question.
Regarding the confidence level that
Yeah. So let me.
The 95%. Yeah.
Yeah, please complete that. I would be very keen to know whether you'll be able to explain it to me or not.
Okay, so here, what the p-value would signify is whether we are 95% confident we in the in the acceptance or rejection of the null hypothesis.
Yeah.